Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Norwood again, and today my thesis, we're going to still be focusing on ECHO Global Logistics, and today we'll be talking about industry codes, identification, development, and business level strategies. So we'll dive straight in. The NACS and the SIC codes and industry identification. The NACS stands for North American Industrial Classification System, and the SIC stands for Standard Industrial Classification Code. In 1937, the SIC codes were formally adopted, and they were last updated in 1987. And then in 1997, the NACS codes were adopted. The SI code is made up of 10 broad divisions, 01 to 91. The original code had 4 digits. The broad division represents the first 2 digits, the industry group, and the type are represented by the last 2 digits. The NACS code classifies all economic activity into 20 industry sectors, broken into 5 good producing sectors and 15 service sectors, using a 6-digit code, with digits 1 and 2 designated as the largest main business sector, digit 3 the subsector, 4 the industry group, digit 5 the specific industry, and then digit 6 is a country specific for either the US, Canada, or the Mexican industry. So it's important to know both of these different codes when you're researching a company, because both systems are currently still being used, especially the SIC codes. They're used by some federal departments, state and local governments, and this is why you want to make sure you know or understand both of them. The reason for moving from the SIC was because there was limited scope in classification and mismatching and overlapping of the codes. Also, the NACS was developed in coordination with Canada and Mexico, and it offers greater flexibility in classifying. And also, one really important thing to note is that the SIC code does not necessarily directly convert to the NACS code, so you need to actually research both. So my industry is the freight transportation arrangement industry. The SIC code is starts at 47. It's the transportation services, with 473 being the arrangement of transportation and freight and cargo, and then finally rounding down to the 4731 arrangement of transportation and freight cargo. And this is establishments that are primarily engaged in furnishing shipping information and acting as agents and arranging transportations for freight and cargo. Included in this industry are freight forwarders, which undertake transportation of goods from the shippers to receivers for a charge covering the entire transportation, and in turn makes use of the services of other transportation establishments and instruments in effectively delivering. So this would include also your third-party logistics companies, as well as the freight forwarders and different agents. So ECHO fits right into this industry. As far as the NACS code, they're in sectors 48 and 49, transportation and warehousing. Specifically in 488, the sport activities for transportation, and then 4885 is the freight transportation arrangement, and then the final 6-digit is 48510, freight transportation arrangement. And this is, again, comprises establishments primarily engaged in arranging transportation of freight between shippers and carriers, usually known for their freight forwarders, marine shipping agents, or custom brokers, and offer a combination of services spanning the transportation modes. So both of these different codes apply, and that's why it's really important to know both of them, especially when you're researching a company, because they could be listed under several. For instance, ECHO is listed under a number of other areas other than these 2 codes based on the services they offer. But these are the primary industries they're working in. So the industry itself is fragmented. It has lots of players, and more are emerging as technology opens up the ease of entry and opportunity. You know, it's a lot of companies that are operating in the industry, both in the less than truckload, the truckload, intermodal, rail, air, and ocean carrier. Of course, the ease of entry is due to non-asset investment that's needed, and technology offers these opportunities to provide freight arrangements and services. And there's really no brand loyalty. It's difficult to build a brand loyalty nationally. There's more chances of building it locally. But this industry has so many different players that are coming in and out. So it really is an industry that has many players, lots of opportunity to grow, and lots of opportunity for consolidation. The industry stage development, it's in the growth stage. It's close to where the mass market is, and the mass market is when there's a large number of customers. The customers will continue to increase as the trucking capacity gets tighter, and that has a lot to do with new technology advancements, new regulations coming out for truckers not being able to drive however many hours they want and having to actually use the electronic logging data. Additionally, there is a shortage of drivers, so this also will tighten capacity. Additionally, there's an ease of technology for the shippers. They provide there's complementary products, the railroads, paved highways, airports, reliable container ships, and then there's opportunities for shippers to reduce their costs by outsourcing this freight transportation. Why take on the burden of paying additional costs in-house to manage these services when you can contract it out and reduce your overall costs by outsourcing? Additionally, new entrants due to high growth rate and the companies contracting out services. Companies can reduce their costs by contracting out the shipping and freight, as we talked, arrangements to a 3PL. The 3PL can leverage a large carrier network. I mean, they have the ability to reach to other people, other shipping. If one company doesn't work for them, they can go to the next one. And Echo has a large, over 40,000 supplier network of carriers who can handle their goods. The global reach is happening through utilizing 3PL services, and then the consolidation services can be provided. So the other thing I wanted to say is, based on it being a fragmented industry, what that has done is, with the mergers, that fragmented industry has really developed the global supply chain immensely. By these companies coming together, merging or acquiring one another, they have broadened their ability to reach far, far out from their local areas and into the international sector as well. So the fragmentation of the industry has really developed that global supply chain. So the business level strategies that Echo is currently has used or currently using. First, the horizontal mergers was a strategy that Echo pursued aggressively since its incorporation, with 19 acquisitions between 2006 and 2015. Their 2015 merger with Command Transport brought in additional technology that Echo could leverage. The other one was the Echo's is operating a niche strategy. They're delivering high-tech shipping solutions to smaller business markets, and they have played heavily on this technology to market services. So these are the two areas where they're operating in. For horizontal mergers, this is great to consolidate a fragmented industry. It provides opportunities to grow and acquire new market share, and it helps build a company brand. So with Echo, all their mergers, they acquired companies that had similar visions or opportunities to expand their company across the nation. So they went from their headquarters in Chicago all the way up to 30 offices across the U.S. And they have people in all areas of the U.S., the Northwest, the Northeast, Southwest, Southeast, South, Midwest, and they're working to build that brand with their company. Additionally, because they've really played heavily on the technology side, they're also known as a technology company with solutions. So it'll be interesting to see how that has played out. The niche strategy, going back to the mergers, the one concerning thing I have is that they've done so many mergers that trying to figure out who they are culturally could be really a problem. And as we saw previously, their customer responsiveness could be as a result of this mergers. Additionally, the employee satisfaction is really low, and again, that really, I think, has a lot to do with mergers. I mean, it really takes a lot out of an employee when their company merges or is acquired by another company, and they wonder where they're going to fit into all of that. As far as the niche strategy, since the foundation of the company was kind of built for logistics service to a web-based printing company, so technology has always been part of their foundation. The first company to be bought by Echo was SelectTrans, LLC, which also brought in technology opportunities, as well as the current CEO. He came from SelectTrans, sold his company to Echo, and really worked to develop that technology edge for their competitive advantage. And then their identity, again, was founded in technology and the opportunities it presented. And so these are the strategies they've used. And at the time that they used them, they seem to work really well. The concern that I would have is that, continuing to do mergers, although it will be a part of this industry for a very long time to come since it's so fragmented, but also continuing to play on that niche of technology. Well, sure, a lot of their competitors have proprietary technology, and that is only going to go so far. There's some concerns I have with the focus so heavily on technology. One being is they don't have an app that's working on a mobile platform. They worked to develop that, and then it kind of fell apart. Additionally, they've had a number of chief technology officers move through the company in the last several years. They're on, I think, their 5th new chief information officer, they're called now, instead of technology officer. So these are some things I'll be exploring as we go further and I learn more about Echo. But there's some concerning things. I really think that they need to now refocus their strategy and move to more of a leadership strategy and focus on helping their company grow more organically, working to make sure that they build up the culture internally, to provide some things that will help the employees. But currently, these are their business level strategies. So we'll see what happens going forward. Again, Echo is finding ways to help users deliver an unwavering commitment to service and to take the complicated out of transportation management. And here are my references. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing everybody else's presentation, and I appreciate your time and your comments.